I'm in Fiji. Woohoo! I am in the middle of Pacific Ocean. Fiji is one of the places to meet the sunrise first in the world. Here I am enjoying the nature. In this video I'm gonna share my impressions of Fiji. I will show you some destinations that I visited here and I hope you will enjoy it. Subscribe. Fiji is a mix of paradise beaches, wild nature, jungles and waterfalls. It is exactly what you imagine when you think about movies with uninhabited islands. But there is one but. To see all the beauty is not easy and it is not free just by coming there. Now I will tell you about this paradise. Fiji is in the southern hemisphere and has about 300 islands. It definitely feels like another world. Different sky, different stars, different energy. You really feel like you are on the other side of the planet. In Fiji, you're gonna say bula a lot because this means hello in Fijian. It's something like aloha in Hawaii. And it gets kind of annoying at the end of first week. we really say bula a lot. Bula! Bula! The main people here are native Fijians and also many people from India. Most native Fijians are Christians. Indian people here usually follow Hinduism or Islam. Native Fijians come from old warrior tribes. Long time ago, they were even known as cannibals. Now it is just history, but you can still see cannibal forks in souvenir shops. In a city center, there are mostly locals, almost no tourists. Shops are not for tourists. You can't really buy nice things here. I also visited a beautiful Indian temple here in downtown. It was very colorful and they told me to wear something like that. And I'm here for nature and beaches, so we don't go back to the city and let's explore the nature. The flight was about 20 hours with connections. We stayed on the main island. The road to the hotel looked like this, a bit wild and long. But when I arrived to the hotel, I could finally relax. This was bungalow right on the beach with a beautiful area. The territory was very green, full of tropical plants, palm trees and flowers. Everything looked so fresh and beautiful. But the food was not very good. In Fiji, they don't really cook very tasty food. But when you see all this beauty, the ocean, the sun, the nature, you just forget about everything. The flight to Fiji from Los Angeles took us about 10 hours. This is really a remote destination for people who live in USA, like I am. But Fiji has been on my bucket list for a long time and I'm gonna show you why. The Fiji is full of adventure for sure. You can see waterfalls, mountains, jungles, white coral beaches, black beaches, like you can see all kinds of nature here and you know I like to explore. The sunset on the first night was just unbelievable. Just look at that. There is a nice beautiful beach on this island, Natadola Beach. The roads on the island are not easy. Only 2 lanes, very narrow and sometimes no road lines at all. And people drive a bit crazy. Honestly, it felt a little scary. And what really surprised me? On a tropical island, I saw a pine trees. Wow, real ones. It felt like I wasn't on an island, felt like another country. The beach itself was very beautiful, clean water, wild coast, almost no people, just like a postcard. On the beach there was no infrastructure, no cafes, nowhere to eat. There is a hotel on the beach, but you can't enter if you're not a guest. So it's better to come prepared, bring your own food and water. Even finding this beach was an adventure. The navigation was wrong and you had to stop and ask locals for directions. That's Fiji, beautiful, wild and a little chaotic. But then the sunsets. Different sunsets every day. They're absolutely unreal. With a sunset like that, you can forgive everything. Fiji is not just about beautiful beaches. It is a feeling that you're like in the middle of the ocean, far away from the whole world. Everything here feels wild and real, jungles, waterfalls, the ocean, like nature lives on its own. The sand is different everywhere, sometimes white and soft, sometimes darker from coral and volcanic rocks. And this feeling that you're on a small island in the middle of a huge ocean, this is why people come here. From the main island, you can take tours to see even more beauty, small white coral islands, wild nature and colorful fish. We took a full day tour with snorkeling, and there a completely different world opens up. Underwater feels like an aquarium. Bright fish of every color, glowing coral, fish swimming right next to you. And you just float, and life is everywhere around you. At some point, I had this feeling like I was inside a dinosaur movie. These islands are wild, covered in dense jungle with huge trees and vines, like no one has ever stepped here before. The colors are incredibly rich, bright green, full of life. You walk along the shore, hear the sound of the ocean, surrounded by thick nature, and it honestly feels like something ancient could come out of the bushes at any moment. It is that kind of vibe, like you are not on vacation but inside an adventure movie. Then we landed on the island called Monuriki, where the movie Castaway with Tom Hanks was filmed. And now this is not a movie, no sets, no acting. is real wild nature. The same ocean, the same sand, the same lonely islands in the middle of the water. And then for a moment you start fantasizing, what if you were left here alone? The next day, I explored a completely different side of Fiji on the main island Viti Levu. We decided to hike to a waterfall. And this was definitely not about comfortable tourism. There were no proper trails, no maps, no signs. The park felt completely wild. You just walk and try to figure out where to go. Had to spend a long time looking for the right path until we met some tourists who showed us the way. I've already been walking for about 2 hours, and at some point you start to panic. The path is narrow and winding, full of rocks and roots, jungle all around, and you're not even sure if you will reach the waterfall. But then you finally get there, and that feeling is impossible to describe, because you didn't just drive up and took a photo with that waterfall. You actually earned it. And when you achieve something through effort, it feels 10 times more valuable. And we stand there alone in the jungle in front of this powerful waterfall and feel an unreal energy of nature. It is so calming and relaxing. No tourists around, nobody, just you and this moment. Nature in Fiji is incredible, from tropical jungles to even pine trees with mountains and beautiful beaches. If you are a traveler like me and want to see more than just hotels, you can visit Garden of the Sleeping Giant and Sigatoka sand dunes, both located on the main island Viti Levu. There is also a lot of hiking there, and in the dunes you will see a completely different side of the island. It was very windy but so beautiful. And yes, there is definitely a lot to see in Fiji. And finally, I saved the best for last. We went to Kuata Island to swim with sharks. On the way, we passed small islands like Bounty Island, the Treasure Island, and even islands where survival shows were filmed. And I even saw an Aboriginal man on the rock, although he was probably just working for tourists. Well, we arrived on the island, 2 hours on the boat, then they gave us equipment, and then we got on a smaller boat and went out to snorkel with sharks. And you know what? It wasn't scary at all. We had an instructor and there were many people. It felt safe. We spent about 30 minutes in the water, very salty, crystal clear ocean, and so many beautiful fish around. And then after snorkeling, we came back on the island, had 2 hours of pure relaxation here. Cocktails, sun, ocean, and that feeling like you're at the edge of the world. For me, this was the best part of the whole trip. Well, this trip was one of the wildest and most unusual experiences in my life. Here, you don't just relax, you truly experience the place. And if you're a traveler and adventurer like me, don't be afraid to leave the hotel, explore, search, even get a little lost, because that's where the real Fiji begins.